Congressman Kennedy, you know, I need to introduce the man who introduced me. Congressman Patrick Kennedy is the son of the late Senator Ted Kennedy, who was a leader in the struggle for human rights around the world. And his son, Congressman Patrick Kennedy, carries on his leadership. Thank you, Patrick. I bring you greetings and support from the Congress of the United States. And I bring the prayers for and the commitment to the brave residents of Camp Ashraf. We are with you. And as we mark the 30th anniversary of the start of the resistance against the religious tyranny ruling Iran, the whole of the Middle East and parts of North Africa are in revolt. People young and old, men and women, have risen against the decades-old dictatorships that denied the people of those countries their basic liberties and rights. Indeed, the winds of a new spring, one of freedom, democracy, human rights, and tolerance, are blowing. Of course, what has become known as the Arab Spring was started 2 years ago, as millions of Iranians from all walks of life took to the streets across your country, rejecting religious dictatorship and demanding freedom. The memory of one brave woman, Neda, is still with us today. The despots in Tehran used the heavy hand of repression to crush the protests. They failed to extinguish the burning desire for freedom. And that freedom will come to Iran and elsewhere across the world. I want to tell all of you that are gathered here today, and the millions who are watching in Iran and across our world, the freedom fighters in Camp Ashraf, that the Congress of the United States stands by you in the struggle for democracy. We ask our President to more openly reach out to the Iranian people and their democrat and organized opposition, which is today represented by all of you, by Madam Rajavi, and by the 34 brave residents of Camp Ashraf. And we especially ask that the MEK be removed from the State Department list of foreign terrorist organizations. This will happen. This will happen. Following the removal of the MEK from the list in Great Britain and the EU, and after the French judiciary dismissed all the trumped-up charges of terrorism against your movement a couple months ago, there is no reason at all for our country to continue with the unwarranted and unjustified designation of the MEK any longer. The court in Washington has spoken. A distinguished roster of American officials has spoken. We in the House of Representatives have spoken. It is time to delist the MEK, and this will happen. Let me say a few words directly to our brave friends in Ashraf. We watched in horror as the massacre perpetrated by the Iraqi forces at Ashraf in April. At the same time, we were left with awe, watching your courage and bravery while bullets were coming at you. And today, like all days, we stand with you. We stand with you in Ashraf. It was appalling, it was wrong that the Maliki government, just a week ago or so, prevented a U.S. delegation of my colleagues from visiting Ashraf. The United States cannot remain silent, cannot sit idly by until another massacre happens at Ashraf. We are responsible for what is happening there. Mrs. Rajavi laid out our international obligations. So we must avert another tragedy. So the State Department of the United States must do two things. It must delist the MEK, and ensure the protection of Camp Ashraf. Congratulate Madam Rajavi. We will succeed. In the American civil rights movement, we would sing, "We shall overcome." And I know in Farsi, you say, "Mitavan va bayad." Mitavan